Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So what have you got going on here, Sagittarius? Right, coming through the whole reading is a beautiful Fool card. This new beginning energy, the energy of the freedom, that part within us that just lives like a free spirit. Okay, there's part of us that just is free from all the accumulated drama, you know, all the stories we tell ourselves. This is this sort of walking on water energy, you know, that feeling of just being free. And the crowning card is a Tower card. Now don't worry, because these two cards together, the Tower card is probably the most spiritual card of all the deck. Okay, it's that sweeping change that can happen within us when we have that epiphany, that enlightenment, that wake-up call, okay, which changes the whole landscape of our lives, basically. I think most of us have at least a few moments that happen in our destiny when we know that we'll never be the same again, okay? One of my favourite cards, the Tower card, this is so beautiful because it's with the Fool card. So we don't get to the Fool unless we let go of our old thinking, our old structures, our old ego stories, those old stories that keep us trapped in misery, Sagittarius. They keep us trapped in the cycles of karma, going through the same situations again and again, and wondering why our life doesn't change. And the reason it doesn't change is that we need cards like these to come along. We need that wake-up call and that epiphany. And I'm going to just pull you an additional guidance card. Incredibly exciting. I don't think, it's not that yet. Living in the here and now is exactly what these cards mean. So when we live anything that's not the Fool card, we live in a story of accumulated past. Okay, we still filter the present through past experiences. All of us do it, including me, but we wonder why our life isn't quite working, yeah? This is the answer to everything. This is why people meditate. This is why people do yoga. They do it so they can live in the center of the Fool card, the present moment, where we're open and receptive to what wants to come our way. Sorry, this is so exciting. You start the week, your major arcana, you get two major arcanas, the Hierophant and the Lover's card. So for some of you, these two together would speak of a very committed relationship, okay? Because the Hierophant's a very traditional card. It can represent marriage, priesthood, that sort of thing, okay? It can be a long-established relationship issue that's going on here. Maybe there's been some problems with it, okay? Or, how I tend to read the Hierophant, I've got a bit of a different meaning of it. Not all the time. Cards change meanings. But most of my viewers are going to already have quite a strong spiritual identity. So the Hierophant is about our own spiritual guide, which we all have. We only have to feel inside our body, listen to the messages, and we have our own teacher, okay? That's how I tend to read the Hierophant now, because no one has any more power than anyone else here. Very interesting. And this is with the Lover's card. So maybe for a few of you, there's a message of to your own self be true. Okay? I don't know if someone needs to hear that, because the Page of Swords is here. The Page of Swords is a messenger. It's about communication. For some of you, it might be internet dating. Very common as someone who turns up when it's all those messages. But this is about potentially a very long standing relationship potential. because the Hierophant is that earth energy, it's the establishment, it's very, very solid relationship bond here. And there's communication coming through about it. One thing that's sticking out to me, Sagittarius, is the need to guard yourself. Now, I tend to love this card, okay, because it's okay to, you're precious. And it's really good to treat yourself as a precious person that you are. So we don't become flooded. We don't just let anyone in, but we have that little bit of a guardian on the gate. We all need it. But for some reason, I'm getting this is some of you might be trying to keep someone out your life. Maybe it's just because you need a bit of space, but for some reason I'm picking up that Seven of Wands in its more difficult aspect, in that you're trying to protect yourself from something. And I think it's about passion, love, this force of the Lover's card, which is always about, you know, that powerful force that comes into our life. And you're definitely trying to keep something out here. Anyhow, because in the next card, Five of Wands. So Five of Wands is a card about stress and struggle. It's only a minor, which means it's a state of mind. It's not one of these, the Lovers and the Hierophant can't be avoided. Near and the Fool or the Tower. These can be avoided to a certain extent because there's a universal pattern of change, okay, that we all go through, and the tarot show that pattern. But there's some sort of huge change process going on here. I think it's about love, yeah, and with this love is coming fear for you, Sagittarius, because look, after the 5 comes the 9. This is the what if card. What if that goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? A bit of anxiety and a little bit of stress. Now what's happening here is you're living in your head, not in your body, okay? Because our true wisdom and our true power, especially for females watching, and males, I don't mean to be sexist, lies in our bodies. When we listen to our minds, we go into this really trapped place, and we just create pain. It's almost, give me a recipe for pain. And that's about being stuck in our mental stories and a little bit of stress. But look what it comes with. These 2 Pentacles cards. So these might be people, but I'm wondering if they're coming through as a message for you, Sagittarius, about going within. Okay, now please don't, you know how I understand the cards, apart from all my teachings, but it's about going through the same thing myself. When I live in these cards, and there's nothing like passion and new love to bring us fear, because it's a force we can't control. It can be overwhelming, and it brings out our more unhealed, vulnerable side. So all this stuff is coming up for you, and the answer is about being very much grounded. Walk barefoot. I don't know who's watching and what. So walk barefoot, connect with the earth, because this is what moves you out of the mind and just into that present moment where you're safe. Because these are almost, the Nine of Swords especially is very much about everything that's gone wrong before might repeat itself, and the answer seems to be about being in the present moment. That queen gets her, the peacock gets its tail by eating its thorns, which is its fears, and we grow into this beautiful queen. Because the Tower and the Fool, this Lover's card, this powerful force coming through your life, is bringing up quite a lot of fear. And that's one of the purposes of love, Sagittarius, to help us grow and evolve. And if it isn't working that way, then we're going into decay and unhappiness. But it seems to be it's bringing up an awful lot of unconscious and stress for you. The answer lies in being grounded, moving from the Tower card and into the Fool. Being in the here and now, embracing what life has to bring you. You know what? See if you feel fear. The truth shall set you free, Sagittarius, okay? It's okay if you're dealing with another person to admit that you feel fear. To be honest that something's going on, you're feeling anxious and you're feeling fearful, because that's what liberates us. Oppression and lies keep us trapped, and the truth sets us free. A really, really hard lesson to master. And I'm not even nearly there yet, so there's no judgment here, but you've got an incredibly powerful reading, guys. My email's in the About section if you want a private reading with me, and I wish you all the best. Loads of love, Sagittarius. Bye.